My belief is that marketing shouldn't be that difficult. In fact, I've got a little bit of experience in marketing and I can get caught up in what direction to go in terms of marketing. This is even more difficult if you're a small business owner and doing marketing by osmosis. Quite often, I've seen and personally experienced investing in the wrong solution that didn't solve the marketing problem. And so in this masterclass, I'm going to give you a crash course in what is marketing. This Marketing 101 video is designed to help you have strategic conversations about what marketing you could and should be investing in your business to get a return on that investment. Before we talk about what marketing is, let's start off by talking about your business strategy. I've seen it quite a lot where business owners straight off the bat ask whether they should be investing in, for example, SEO or social media broadly. The problem with these questions is that without considering your business strategy and your marketing strategy first, investing in these tactics may actually have no impact on your business at all. So what we need to start with is the bigger picture. Business strategy, in its simplest terms, is how we are going to compete in the market. There's a number of ways that you can compete, and if you look into Michael Porter's 5 forces, it's a really great place to start. If you're curious to know more about strategy and competitive strategy and to talk through the application of the 5 forces, leave a comment below and I'll put together a video about it. So going back to your overall strategy, essentially you create a product or service that solves a problem for your target market, which is then marketed in a way that differentiates you from your competitors' products or services, or your competitors more broadly. Then your target market buys your product or service because you've shared with them how it solves their problems, and then all things going well, it does solve their problem, so they come back and repurchase and recommend you to others. Business 101. Now, once you have your competitive strategy and that's overlaid with your business strategy, let's talk about your marketing strategy. A lot of strategies here. The very basic elements of marketing are really 3 things. First, who is the person or target market that you're trying to sell your product or service to? You might be familiar with buyer persona or ideal customer or customer avatar. They are pretty much one and the same thing. Who are they? What do they think about? What's their demographic? And pretty much everything associated with who is your ideal target customer, including their values, beliefs, fears, and doubts. And they all come into consideration when you're thinking about your ideal customer from a marketing perspective. Number 2, the next part is what do you need to say to your target market in order to break through the noise and get them to take notice of your product or service or business, and then have them consider purchasing from you. These are your key messages, and they often relate to specific pain points that they have or the goals that they want to achieve. The third part of marketing is where do you need to say these things in order for the person to hear the message? So marketing basics, who's your customer? What do you need to say to get them to take notice? And where do you need to say it? Pretty simple, right? It does get a little bit more complicated if we dive into customer journeys and the marketing and sales funnel. But stay with me, you're nearly there. What does sales and marketing funnel mean, and what does it mean for your business? At the top of your funnel is awareness, and this is where your customer or future customer will always start in their journey of getting to know you. As they become more aware of you through repeatedly seeing you at a networking event or on social media or through advertising, they start to consider making a purchase from you. Assuming that your marketing and sales is working well, their desire will get stronger and stronger from awareness through to sales when they make the decision. After the sales decision, your marketing actually continues, because if you provide great customer service and keep in touch with your customers, then ideally they will repurchase and recommend your product or service or business to others. Now, the decisions that you make about where and also how, part of the Marketing 101, is really dependent on where the person is in your marketing funnel or the sales journey. So SEO would be most often in the awareness part of the funnel, but if you were getting hits to your website from SEO, but they weren't staying on your site or they weren't converting into sales calls, then something needs to change within your funnel to bring them down into the sales. I think the hardest part of marketing is sometimes getting into the mind of your buyer and understanding what they are really thinking. And for this reason, doing your research is really important. It makes your life easier and ensures that you're talking your customer's language. One area that always surprises me is that when we consider marketing, we do forget about the existing customers or our past customers. There is something about chasing the shiny new business, and there's nothing wrong with that. And in fact, I myself do love starting new clients with new opportunities and fresh ideas. But it takes a lot more time and energy and money to bring someone from the top of the funnel into making a purchase decision than it does to have someone who's already purchased make another purchase decision. It's really important to think about the management of your existing customers. And I won't go into strategic account management in this video, but I'm passionate about account management as a strategy, and so I will do another video of that in time. But why am I doing this video in particular? Because I am passionate about not wasting time and money on marketing that doesn't solve your problem, and I've seen it more than once. I don't want to be preachy here, but I'm probably going to sound like it. Please, if you're in early stage business or a solopreneur, be empowered to make strategic decisions that broadly align with your organizational strategy so that you're not effectively throwing money away due to a compelling argument for investing in a specific tactic like SEO if you don't need it, especially if the marketing tactic doesn't align with your strategy. And if you're having conversations with a marketing company, find out how they intend to move your leads or prospects through your marketing funnel. Be empowered so that when anyone creates copy for you, you can easily determine whether they are talking directly to your ideal customer and positioning you and your brand differently to your competitors. Don't jump into a marketing tactic because someone has told you to do it. Please be strategic in your marketing so you don't waste time and money. Now, we can all get it wrong. I'm passionate because I have more than once invested in marketing tactics that didn't work or didn't get a return on investment. I strongly encourage you to take a moment and reconsider where the energy is being expended. It might be time to change tact. Now, if you'd like to know more about how to tie your marketing tactics or marketing broadly to your business strategic objectives, please do get in touch. The links are in the description below.